Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. We are picking up with the royal family of Holcane, where King Uther has just had a conversation with High Queen Leia about their son High Prince Vex, and Uther's thinking, well, maybe we should put less pressure on the prince so that he's not, forced into any sort of friendship. Let him just take charge of things and naturally get his head around what has to be done. He's gonna find his own way, more or less, is what I'm trying to say. But Leia is obviously not having any of that. She's got very strict plans regarding certain things, such as the people that the prince needs to surround himself with, and she is not impressed that he is screwing things up. Obviously, Uther is trying his best. He's kind of lived under the queen's thumb for most of his adult life, so he kind of knows how stressful it can become, and he doesn't want that to be something that his son goes through, but, he's got limited say in this relationship. Now, he's also been... does he hate children? Yeah, he does. Okay, so I think we said that not necessarily dislikes kids, but he's, not into raising children. Like, he would rather just spend time on himself than be the spouse that has to take care of the kids, education, whatnot, all of that, right? At least, like, taking care, being the nanny. He doesn't want to be the nanny, right? Once they become teenagers, taking care of the education and stuff, like, he'd probably be into that, but not when they're super young, because as High Queen, Leia's just gonna have this kid, and then she's gonna not necessarily take charge of, like, making sure that the baby is doing well at home. I mean, they have a butler, so she's probably gonna push it off to Uther and the butler. And Uther really doesn't want that, which is why, like, they haven't had any kids after the High Prince. But Leia wanted, a second child, so they went ahead and had one, and she's going to be due very, very soon. Now, Uther was worrying a little bit, like, is she happy with this kid, or what's happening? Is she happy having a second baby? And the queen is, but she's thinking of the fact that right now the High Prince doesn't have anyone on his side like he was supposed to. Leia had it all planned out. He was supposed to be best friends with Master Dorian, the son and heir of her best friend, right? Lady Ophelia Hobart. But it's not going to plan, and she feels as though there needs to be someone else who's attached to the prince through blood, who's going to help him through thick and thin, who's going to be on his side no matter what, someone who is of, the royal crowd. So that's kind of what's going on here. Turn it in. Why not? There we go. Vex is going to do something nice. And who was trying to call... Eric was trying to get into contact with Leia, but I missed that, unfortunately. Oh well, I don't think we're going to worry about it too much. But yeah, as soon as Uther kind of brought that up about the High Prince, then Leia started feeling sick again, so she just, pushed the conversation off till some other time. Unfortunately, he hasn't managed to get anything done regarding that, and I think he's going to steer clear of that topic for now, at least. But that's what's going on with these two. As you can see, she is already in her third trimester, so we're going to be seeing that royal baby, a prince or princess. At this point, it would be nice for a princess, I think, because they don't have they don't have a daughter, so that I think that would be nice. But also, a boy would be cool. I don't know. I don't mind. I'm not fussy about anything because we already have the genders that we need to match up all the children. Now, one of you lovelies asked me in the I think previous episode if like how many children we have and if everyone has a match or if there are gonna be some like bachelors and bachelorettes. Well, I think at this point, like before the birth of this baby, we've got 22 kids. So 18 of those kids are matched up with each other. And then obviously we have 4 that are left over. And so I'm thinking at this point, because I did say I wanted to establish a 4th kingdom in the 2nd generation, I'm going to use the like leftover kids to make into the new kingdom where we can do alchemy with the witches. But in future generations, the extra kids will probably remain bachelors and bachelorettes. They most likely will not be getting married because I will not be spending tons on their families. Or if we do get them like settled um, somewhere else outside of like the homes that we are playing in, they won't be in our normal rotation. They'll kind of just be around the world. So that's what's happening in case anyone was interested. Okay, let's put this. Can we not? Let's try and put that away and then actually get the butler to make some more food because we're always low on food. Like always, whether we're having guests over or whatever it is, these guys eating. For some reason, we're always low on food. And I don't want that, if possible, when possible. And I'm pretty sure I did say in the previous episode that when this baby's born, this room is, which is now currently the butler's room, is going to become the baby's room. When it's older, of course. And then we'll make this the butler's room. For now, I mean, High Prince Vex, he used this room and, you know, he was kind of raised here. I might get rid of that and kind of move some of these things downstairs. I haven't gotten around to it yet. For now, the baby's going to stay in the nursery, which is right over here, though. So, doesn't need to be moved around that much. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Maybe I do need to make some adjustments to this downstairs area. Also, like, I'm trying to see, do we even have room for a toddler bed? I don't know if we do at this point. I might be able to squeeze something in. I'll have to think about it. Plenty of things to think about, guys. Plenty of things. But why don't we leave off and pick up when something a bit more exciting is happening? Because I don't think they have any whims for each other right now. Actually, why don't we get them to practice some magic? Because that's something they always have to do. So let's practice Untamed and get him to practice some Untamed magic as well. Like, there we go. They need to do this. Some of you are saying that maybe Vex and Dorian, they're just going to end up taking completely separate directions in life because their friendship is being forced so much. It might not be something that, you know, occurs naturally or peacefully. It's like there's too much friction. Too much friction. Because they're like, I feel at this point, because there's expectations, at least on Vex's end, he's faking it to a degree, and they're not allowing that closeness to develop naturally. So I don't think it's going to be a stable friendship, if anything. There's going to be, you know, some bitter sentiments that may come out someday, and I feel like the older they get, the more serious it'll be. So I really hope that Vex does find a friend that he can connect with without, you know, his mother, his Tetrula Nalka forcing it down his throat. That would be nice. But I'll get her a go. There we go. Did she? I think she leveled up a little bit. Where is her magic kind of space? Okay, she's an acolyte right now. How have we not used up points on much? I reckon this. I like the Untamed route to go there. Like a very kind of duelist type situation. Okay, yeah. I think we'll pick up when we've got something a bit more exciting happening. Okay, it's almost 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. The kids, they are back from academy and have been hanging around at the palace for a while now. The Holdians are sticking very close to each other. I think they're very close and they feel very comfortable in each other's company. Obviously, they're from the same family. They don't feel this awkward tension between the royals and the nobility when they're with each other. So they've been sticking close. And Vex, he was kind of just swimming, back floating on his own at the frontier, being isolated as usual. And Dorian decided to come and chat with him to see what was going on. And I wonder why this is, like, what reason, what's going through Dorian's mind right now. But he kind of saw that Vex was, on his own, and he decided to come and have a bit of a chat with him. So I wonder what kind of conversation they're having and what he's asking about, and I seriously hope it goes well. I mean, obviously, Doran's the only one that Vex feels is qualified enough to be his friend and his companion. So hopefully things go to plan. Um, I don't know, did that go well or did that not go well? And now, as you can see, I don't know what happened over here, but Vex quickly cut the conversation off and he jumped back into the pool. And then Eldrick decided to come chat with Dorian. It's almost as if Vex kind of saw that Eldrick was coming over and he just cut the conversation with Dorian clean and he jumped into the pool because he didn't want to be a part of that. I don't know if. I mean, we've kind of said that Vex treats Veronica in kind of like a fake nice manner just so that he can get brownie points with Dorian, but he genuinely probably isn't that fond of her. I think there's probably like a neutral feeling for Veronica, but he really doesn't like Eldrick. I don't think Vex likes Eldrick at all. But he kind of knows at this point that Dorian is sort of protective of the Holdigan kids, so he's trying to be decent. Okay, now that Veronica is here, and you know what? I feel like Veronica is very in awe of the High Prince, and I feel as though whenever she senses something is off about, her brother and the High Prince, she tries to go in and engage her brother in conversation so that, like the tension kind of goes away a little bit. I feel like she's doing that out of consideration for the High Prince. And then, when the kids are occupied, then Vex feels comfortable talking to Dorian. I don't think he likes this whole group situation. I feel like, if anything, he much prefers to just hang out with Dorian alone like they used to do when they were kids. But then, the times whenever everyone met together for actual events, that's when a lot of disagreements started happening between Eldrick, Vex, and Dorian. But before all of that, he and Dorian used to hang out at the palace, just them two together. And he could be very open with Dorian and not have to worry about, a lot of things. So, yeah, I don't know. Part of him, like, as they're growing older, they're kind of getting more and more disconnected, whereas Dorian gets along very well with them. So we'll see how this goes. If we look at their friendship panel at this point, like in the club, he does have. They're not friends yet. They don't count as friends, but he's got the most relationship with Dorian and the least with Eldrick. Veronica's like in between. So yeah, there's something going on there. Okay, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Everyone's woken up in the middle of the night, and Queen Leia is in labor, so she's in the nursery. We can see High Prince Vex is here as well. He's woken up. So is King Uther Holcane. So let's go ahead and get this done. As you can see, the Queen, she's about to just pee herself. This ain't good. But let's not waste any more time and see what we get. What is the second edition, the second royal edition to the Holcane family going to be? Oh, I am super excited. Super excited. We've been wanting this for like ages, and we finally got it right at the end. When we. Oh, it's a boy! Okay, nice. So we are gonna name this young one Prince. Let's see, Prince Edmund. Prince Edmund Holcane. And this name was suggested to me by Ashley Todd, so thank you so much for that. Prince Edmund Holcane. Okay, so it looks like this baby is going to have King Uther's skin tone. Nice. Well, I did say, I mean, we don't have, I think, is Vex the only red-skinned witch in his generation? I think he might be. Um, and we do already have like a ton of kids, especially in. We have a ton of kids with like Edmund's skin tone, with Uther's skin tone. But I also said that this specific family, since they already had a child, like a witch, with red skin and red hair, I would have liked a kid with Uther's skin and Leia's golden hair. So let's hope that is the case, but this is so adorable. Little Prince Edmund. Okay, Queenie, you need to tend to this kid, please. She is going to pee herself, I realize that. I realize that. But let's quickly just tend to the baby and then you can get going. Let's see, she's having some whims for the kids. And oh look! Vex wants to bounce Prince Edmund. This is so adorable. Not all the Sims have whims for the new babies that are born. So it's really fascinating when they do, and in this case, I think High Prince Vex is genuinely excited to have a younger brother, like a little Vlaro. I think he is genuinely excited to have a Tetralovlaro, like a royal brother. Okay, as soon as High Queen Leia's done and she moves out of the way, we'll send Vex here. So he wanted to bounce Prince Edmund. So let's go do that. And everyone's kind of like getting hungry and stuff. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's being an older Vlaro. That's so adorable. And he wants to feed Prince Edmund, even though he's already been fed. Look at that. It's almost as though, like, Uther doesn't want to do any of this, you know, which is typically what the, not the head of the house, the spouse would do. Which, you know, Uther is the spouse rather than the head of the house. He would be in charge of child rearing. He's not into that very much at all. But it looks as though his son, High Prince Vex, totally doesn't mind. He's like, don't worry about it, Tetrala Kotyan. I got it under control. I will take care of Tetrala Vlaro. Yeah, he really wants to feed the prince, but the prince is kind of full because Queen Leia just fed him. But oh, that's so cute. That's so adorable. Okay, well, you've got that done. And I think everyone should kind of go back to bed, whatever it is, give the kids some peace before we, you know, just let him have a bit of a rest before he wakes up and maybe starts feeding again. But now that we've gotten that done, I think I may just jump over to the noble family of Holbot and get going with them rather than stay here longer. I think that's what I want to do. I'll just jump with the noble family. We'll kind of check them out. Maybe see how Dorian's doing. We might get a bit more in depth with, you know, what Dorian's been thinking of, and how he's going in his family, because I'm pretty sure he had a younger sibling. He has a younger sibling as well. That should be growing up, so that'll be exciting. We are picking up with the noble family of Holbot, and can we just take a moment to look at this adorable baby? Oh my goodness, this is Dorian's younger brother, Master Lion. Look at him, it's so cute. Also, the sky looks beautiful, I have to say. Lovely. But okay, he's still a toddler. How long does he have to age up? Oh my goodness. Is today his birthday? Oh my goodness, today is his birthday. He's supposed to be aging up. Well, I suppose we came here right on time. Okay, let's see. We've got a broken toilet, so many things happening. Okay, we've got chicken skewers. Let's put that in the fridge. Let's see, Dorian is back from the palace. His Nalka is here as well. Okay, well, we need to throw some sort of, like, party for this kid, I think. But I don't know if we want a lot of people to attend. I don't know if that would be the case. Maybe we would. Maybe we would. It's 7 a.m., so we do have a lot of time. You know what? Let's get Ophelia to make some cake. What is her cooking skill like? It's decent. Why don't we cook some, like, make a cake? And then we can... What kind of cake do we want? Do we just want to go for a white cake or a chocolate cake? Maybe we'll go for a chocolate cake, and then as soon as that's done, we can have like a party, invite people over, blow out the candles for for the little lion. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Dorian because they look very similar. They've got the same coloring. But oh, he's so cute. We made it in time, so that's kind of nice. So we'll go do that. Yeah, and that means when Lion ages up into a child, he can join the youths of Holcane. Yeah, he can join the youths of Holcane, so then we'll have, like, one other sim in that particular group of nobles and the royals. But also, I'm thinking now, the friendship between Dorian and Vex was forced so much, they did not gel well altogether, like, at all. I almost wonder if instead of Dorian and Vex, Lion and Vex might end up being friends. Like, that could be a thing. It depends on how everything goes. But, no one's forcing Lion and Vex to be friends. But because Dorian's so drawn to the Holdigans, and Lion, I think he's had exposure to them, but, like, really not too much. He's got like, a bit of a fresh slate. He might take a liking to the prince. Like, he might be in awe of the prince, kind of like Veronica. Except because he's a Holdbot, not a Holdigan, that friendship might end up going a lot better than Eldrick and Veronica's. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. Let me move the cake here. I think that's better. And then, I think Dante will probably throw the party, since he is the Lord of the House. And really, what I'll just end up doing is probably just summoning the court of Holcane over, and then we can get the kids over. And really, that's all. I think that's what we might end up doing, rather than being, like, too complicated with it. So we'll start the gathering. And that way we don't have to worry. Oh, they have Academy, though. They have Academy. Do we want to wait until later in the day, maybe? Should we do that instead? Nah, he can miss Academy for a day. That's fine. He can miss Academy for a day. This is important. Lion's aging up. This doesn't happen every day, okay? Right, so this is, I feel like, the neutral ground in Holcane, where all the families can gather. I mean, there's probably some tension between the people in attendance, but this is, like, the most peaceful they're gonna get. I feel like the Holdigans aren't really welcome at the palace, and the royals, the Holcanes, would not step foot on Holdigan land, so this is kind of like the one neutral territory they can all come to. But Queen's chatting with Amatrist and Eric. I think the Queen's, like, decent with them now. It's just Uther who really doesn't like him. And, oh, guys! You know how I was just talking about Lion and Vex becoming friends? Look at this! Vex just on their own. Vex is here and he just started talking to little Lion all on his own without me doing anything. This is amazing. Maybe there is going to be something between these two. There's going to be some sort of friendship between these two folks. Yeah, for whatever reason. Maybe the little one here is drawn to him. He's inquisitive, so that's kind of interesting. He's a very curious and inquisitive little kid, so maybe he sees that Vex is usually on his own. Or that, the Holdigans, they're kind of afraid of the prince, and, maybe he'd be curious about why that's the case. And then he's going to see this void with the, is Principal calling? Can we just ignore that? Nope, ignore that. But yeah, he's going to see this void with the High Prince, and then he's going to try and fill that. I flippin' love it so much. It's kind of unexpected, but I like it. See, this is what we call a naturally developing friendship, without much being forced at all. I'm surprised. Do the Holdigans have a red-skinned kid, now that I'm thinking about it? I don't think so. I think all their kids have blue skin like Eric. Okay, well, the little one is very, very sad now for whatever reason. And see, look at this. Eldrick normally is never around Vex much, but now that his Nalk is here, he feels a bit safer and is willing to come over and check out what's going on. I mean, Lion is the birthday boy, so that kind of makes sense. Is he saying hello to Lion? Are you saying hello to Lion? Look, he looked at the prince and then he ran straight to Dorian because he feels safe with Dorian and their friends and is comfortable there. Ah, well. Okay, that was too cute. But everyone's kind of, their needs are going all over the place. Actually, Dante. Okay, that's broken. Do we have to go upstairs maybe? Let's go use the bathroom so you don't pee yourself, because that would not be good as, you know, the host of this party. Let's go do that, and I'll kind of just leave the kids to chat a little bit longer, and then we'll age Lion up. Yeah, and then we'll kind of just call everyone over, we'll age Lion up, and that will be that. You don't have to worry about the kid so much then. We'll do that, and then we'll kind of see what he does as a child, who is inclined towards, you know, what he gets up to. We'll look into that a bit more. Okay, as soon as you are done, why don't you help the little one blow out the candles? And whoever comes, in all honesty. Let's see. Help blow out candles, Master Line Holbot. I think it'll be nice as well to just have, you know, the toddler stage done with. Because honestly, the toddler stage is so exhausting. It's so much better when they become kids. You don't have to worry about them as much. Okay. I know, look at him. He's so sad. Oh no, he needs amusement. Why don't you help him blow out the candles, and then I assure you he will be very amused. Okay, is he coming on down? Yep, he's gonna get Lion. Lion, don't worry, we're gonna give you some cake. We're gonna say happy birthday. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be really fun. We'll get that sorted for you, so don't you worry. Okay, let's get this done. Yep, there we go. There we go. Right, okay, now he's going inside. I don't know who's gonna follow and who is not going to follow. But let's see. He's running. He's running at this point. Maybe it's his hunger. He's quite hungry. And I don't know where the heck Lady Ophelia... Okay, is she... She's in here with Leia and with Eric. Probably trying to be the peacemaker between them. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Holbot, what am I saying? Lion is blowing out the candles. And we'll get to see his trait. Okay, here he goes. Here he goes. The little one is gonna be not so little anymore. Okay, and he has curly hair like his mother. Like his Nalka. His brother, that's the one difference that I can notice right now. His brother has his father's straight hair, but Lion inherited the mother's more curly hair. Where the heck is this baby going? He's like, I want to age up in front of High Prince Vex. That's what I want to do. I want to age up in front of High Prince Vex. He wants to show High Prince Vex is a big boy now. Okay. What did... Oh, Vex is grilling. No, he's cleaning? Look at Vex. He's like happy to get into the nitty-gritty at this place. Lion, where are you going? Okay, there we go. He wanted to come out front to age up for some reason. So let's randomize his trait. If I feel like it fits, we'll keep it. If it doesn't, then I won't. Good. These Sims become happy around Sims with positive moodlets. Okay, become sadder than interacting with evil Sims, can discuss world peace. I think we are very in line. I think this is very in line with what we were discussing about him befriending Vex, kind of being curious about why Vex is alone, and then seeing Vex's loneliness, kind of wanting to fill that void. I feel like I like that for him. And in his youth, he was inclined towards social and motor. I think we'll go for the motor skill then, since that was one of the things he was inclined for. Okay, kiddo, well, As a kid, he might still not have the right eye color, but I'm gonna go give him a makeover and then we'll be right back. He's also gonna be joining. Let's see, the youths of Holcane. He's gonna join the youths of Holcane. Excellent. Let me get this sorted and we'll be right back. He is young Master Lion Holbart after his makeover. Now, I don't remember what Dorian looked like as a child, but his brother looks very similar. Obviously, they're siblings and very, very cute. Now, his theme is pinks and whites largely, with a few other colors depending. But there we go. Now, he's got his mother's light blue eyes, but as you can see, there's something wrong with that shade because it unfortunately in kids does not register. So when he is a teenager, then we'll give him his proper eye color. For now though, he's just gonna have to stay the way he is, but he really needs to go to the bathroom, like really badly. So I'm gonna let him be. Now Ophelia needs to come and repair this actually, because it's very inconvenient when the downstairs toilet is broken. Very inconvenient. So she is gonna work on that just a little bit. And Lion, yep, he's running upstairs because he needs to, but I would love for him to become good friends with Vex. I mean, they're both heading in the same direction, so that'll be nice. That'll be very, very fun. And I'm also wanting to keep track of, whether he interacts with the Holdigan kids and how long he interacts with them for, but he is now part of the Youths Club, which means whenever we have a gathering, he's going to be included, and fingers crossed things are going to go very well between Lion and Vex. He's obviously really close to his brother for now, so time will tell whether he's going to follow his brother's footsteps and kind of stick to the crowd his brother sticks to, or he's going to be a little bit, out of left field here and go towards the lonesome Prince Vex. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. But he is calling names. Okay, well, that ain't too nice, is it? That isn't nice at all. Okay, and what's going on here? He's chatting with his Nalka. Yeah, now I don't feel as though um, Ophelia has any issue with Dorian being friends with Eldrick. I think the reason why Dorian has ended up like this is because of his Nalka and his Kotyan's teachings, which is, you try and be a peacemaker between everyone, because if we start infighting, then the whole court is going to fall apart. So that's kind of what they believe in and what they've imparted. So they're happy to see Dorian being inclusive of the Holdigan kids. I think they're entirely fine with that. And so the two brothers might work together to kind of pull different parts of the court together. So maybe the younger brother is the one who's going to become really close to the prince, and then the older brother is going to stick with the Holdigans because, they need his guidance and kind of his protection as well. But look at everyone sitting here. Now, funny thing, Leia is here, and she's interacting with the Holdigans quite nicely. Now, Uther has decided not to attend. At least I have not seen him here. So I kind of wonder, it must be because, well, one, we do have a baby at home that needs to be looked after. So that's probably one reason why he's staying back at the palace, but also he really doesn't like Amateris and Eric. So that's probably another reason he doesn't want to be like in the same space as them, and he doesn't want to have to fake interacting with them because he really doesn't enjoy that. But this is kind of nice. This is what I mean by neutral ground, see? Everyone is getting along just swimmingly. Now, Lion, let's see, he's sitting next to his Kotyan as well, which is very nice. You're gonna go to the restroom. That is all fine and well. Okay, Veronica's here. Nobody's had cake, really? Okay, we're gonna get all the kids to take a serving of cake together, I think. We're gonna get all the kids to do that. Vex, you come join as well. You come join as well. It's very cute to me the way that Lion is sitting next to Dante and eating. Oh, that's so adorable. That's so adorable. But okay, and his brother's gonna sit next to him? The boys are gonna sit together? They're gonna join? Is that what's happening? Dorian's gonna pee himself at some point, like he really is. Okay. He's kind of like young, so it makes sense, he's sticking to his father just a little bit. And then when he gets a bit more comfortable and confident, he's like squeezed between his parents. That's so cute. And he keeps looking at his Kotian. I feel like Lion very much looks up to his father. Like his father and his brother are kind of like heroes in his eyes. So he looks up to them and he follows the example quite closely. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, you two, how are you doing? Standing side by side. Excellent. You know, Dorian, you could change your clothes to something a bit more appropriate than your swimwear. Kiddo, just saying. Just saying. Okay, Vex is doing okay. It would be so nice if. Look, this is the vision. Okay, now he left. He's like, nope, I am not part of this vision. I was gonna say, this is the vision that the Queen had beforehand. You know, where Vex and Dorian would be the best of friends, standing side by side against everyone and everything. But no, Dorian said no to that. Dorian was like, nope, I am not in this frame. Not in the frame that you were trying to make out here. He just went next to his brother. Oh, that's so cute. That is so funny. But yeah, we that was supposed to be the goal, but it might end up being Lion and Vex instead. Whatever the case, I am kind of happy that right now, like in this table with everyone in this room, Lion is sticking like away from Vex because I don't want him and Vex to become an expectation like his older brother. And I don't want that to ruin things between them. I would rather that the adults not know there's a friendship going on or a potential friendship, and then they can naturally develop it behind the scenes, um, and have that happen without, the older witches interfering with anything. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm gonna leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.